The wisdom of the blind man. A life lesson you'll never forget. Once upon a time, in an ancient and peaceful village surrounded by majestic mountains and dense forests, there lived a blind man in a small cabin on the outskirts of town. Despite his blindness, all the villagers knew and respected him for his great wisdom and unwavering kindness. There was never a problem to which he did not offer a word of encouragement, nor a doubt to which he did not try to give an answer. Every night, when the sun set behind the mountains and shadows began to stretch across the streets, the blind man would leave his cabin with an oil lamp in hand. He walked slowly along the village's cobblestone streets, his cane tapping the ground in a steady rhythm, while the soft glow of the lamp flickered in the night breeze. The villagers, seeing him pass by with his lamp, often murmured among themselves, "Why does he carry a lamp if he cannot see? It is unnecessary, for darkness is the same for him at all times." But the blind man paid no attention to the comments. He continued his routine with the same patience every night, walking calmly, holding the lamp that glowed gently in the dimness. One night, a young traveler arrived in the village. He had journeyed to many places in search of knowledge and wisdom, but his heart was full of impatience. Seeing the blind man walking with his lamp, he approached him and asked, "Excuse me, old man, but I have observed that you walk with a lamp every night, even though you cannot see. Why do you do this? Is it not a futile effort for you to carry that light?" The blind man stopped, smiled gently, and replied, "The lamp is not for me, young traveler. It is for those who can see." The young man frowned, confused. "I do not understand," he said. "How can the lamp be for others if you are the one carrying it?" The blind man leaned slightly toward the young man and explained, "When I walk through the streets of the village with my lamp, I do not do it to light my own path, for as you rightly say, I cannot see. The light of the lamp is so that others can see me. That way they can avoid bumping into me or tripping over my cane. The lamp does not help me see, but it helps others see me." The young traveler fell silent, reflecting on the blind man's words. He had never thought of light in that way. He had always believed that light was only for the one who carried it, to illuminate their own path. But the blind man had shown him a deeper truth. Light can also be a gift for others. The old man continued, "In life, young traveler, we often think only of ourselves. We seek light for our own benefit, to illuminate our path and avoid our own stumbles. But true wisdom lies in understanding that our actions, no matter how small, can be a light for others. Sometimes what we do is not for ourselves, but so that others may see more clearly." The young man slowly nodded, beginning to understand. He observed how the light from the old man's lamp cast shadows on the village walls, how its glow guided those who passed nearby. He realized that many times, the lights we carry in life are not meant to help us, but to aid those around us. The blind man smiled again and added, "Darkness is not just the absence of light, young one. It is also the absence of compassion, empathy, and love. When we carry our own light, we not only illuminate our path, but also help others find theirs." The young traveler bowed deeply, grateful for the lesson he had received. That night, while the blind man continued his walk with the lamp in hand, the young man sat under a tree by the roadside and meditated on what he had learned. Days passed, and the young traveler decided to stay in the village for a while. Every night, he watched the blind man walk with his lamp, and each time he understood more of the depth of his message. Little by little, he began to apply what he had learned, helping the elderly with their burdens, accompanying children in their games, sharing his food with the hungry, and patiently listening to those who needed to talk. The blind man noticed the change in the young man and one night said to him, "True light is not the one you carry in your hand, but the one you kindle in the hearts of others." The young traveler understood that the light of compassion and wisdom could be passed from one person to another, like a torch that never goes out. And so, when he left the village, he not only carried the light of the lamp with him, but also the light of his own soul, ready to share it with the world.